In the shadowed cradle of ancient lore, the text paints a vivid journey, a soul leaving its earthly shell, embarking on a pilgrimage toward a celestial field of reeds where every element, vibrates with the energy of Kemet. That's fascinating, almost like a timeless odyssey, isn't it? How do you see the spiritual symbolism coming through? Absolutely. It's as if each step of the journey is ordained by the divine. Starting with the soul, the ka, shedding its mortal guise, much like a shimmering ibis leaving its familiar perches. It's a metamorphosis as delicate and deliberate as a lotus blooming at dawn, each petal whispering tales of trials and purity in the scales of Ma'at. And the imagery is just breathtaking. The golden breath of Ra, the watchful gaze of Anubis. It's like the narrative turns the afterlife into this celestial dance, don't you think? Exactly. It's a dance where truth and justice elegantly twirl together under divine scrutiny. It mimics a ritual, almost like the sacred waltz of life and afterlife, where the spirit is gently coaxed into eternity by the nurturing hands of Isis. I love that analogy. But, don't you think the poetic fervor borders on being overly ornate? Sometimes it feels like the imagery might overwhelm the core message. That's an interesting point. However, the richness in detail serves to immerse the listener in a realm where every color and scent, like the smell of myrrh or the taste of cool celestial water, draws us closer to understanding that the journey isn't just physical, but profoundly spiritual. Yeah, it echoes the ancient ritual of ancestor worship and the timeless embrace of heritage. Speaking of ancestors, the way the text describes their reunion, it's almost as if they're stepping out of the reeds to greet the soul with warmth and ancient wisdom. There's a sincerity there that's hard to ignore. Right. It's a reunion that transcends time, a moment where earthly love and divine remembrance blend. Imagine the gentle cascade of ancestral touches, as if each embrace carries the weight of countless generations. It's like the very fabric of history is wrapped around the soul, stitching together past and present. That brings to mind a striking balance between the ephemeral and the eternal. And the ritualistic details, the whispered secrets of the duat, the sounds of temple bells mixing with ancestral laughter, truly intensify that sense of sacred continuity. Exactly. It's almost like a symphony where every instrument, from the chants of Thoth to the abiding laughter echoing like temple bells, plays its part in this, cosmic celebration. Yeah. It's not simply a farewell to the mortal coil, but an entrance into a realm of divine unity and serene abundance. And yet, there's a subtle challenge here. It's as if the soul must earn its place by its own trials, tested against the scales of Ma'at, ensuring that only truth prevails. Do you think that critical weighing adds depth to the whole journey? It absolutely does. The scales of Ma'at aren't just a measure. They're a profound reminder that every joy and sorrow, each victory and defeat, interweaves into the very soul, preparing it for that final, loving embrace with the ancestors. It's a poetic testament to resilience and the eternal cycle of life, truly inspiring. And as the narrative wraps up with the soul settling under the expansive sycamore of timeless memory, it reminds one that we too are part of this grand, unending tapestry. Exactly. The final embrace is not an end, but a renewal. A promise that every soul remains eternally connected to its roots, flowing like the sacred Nile into the boundless beyond. Yeah. It's a celebration of life, heritage, and the undying light of Kemet that continues to guide us.